And welcome back to the last chapter of Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. Last time we reached the Dark Temple, or was it the Black Temple? I forgot what they actually called it. But this time we finally reached the end. And a flashback. When tomorrow comes, you have to go home, don't you? Yes, thank you for everything, Lion. I'll never forget the time we spent here. You think we'll see each other again? Yes, of course. Brother and you and me. We are friends after all. Aren't we? Eirika, yeah, you're right. I hope your study of the Sacred Stone is fruitful. I know you'll use the wisdom you gleaned to make your people happy. Thank you, Eirika. You know, you're the only reason I was able to save that girl. There were times when I wanted to give up to admit failure. But you were always there. You were always encouraging me to succeed. That's what kept me going. I just thought of you. Lion? Eirika, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. I can never be like Ephraim. Lion, what do you... I guess this is it, Eirika. Hope to see you again someday. I'm going to focus on my work and do my best until that day. My research will progress, and my discoveries will benefit us all. One day I will be a prince worthy of you, and I will see you again. Lion! Eirika! Lion, it is you, isn't it, Lion? Yes, but I'm almost completely gone. Before I'm lost entirely, I want to apologize. I'm sorry, Eirika. This is all my fault. I was too weak. You're not to blame, Lion. It was the Demon King. He was controlling you. No, that's not entirely true, Eirika. When the Demon King reached into me from inside the Darkstone, when he whispered he would see all my dreams and desires made true, I did not reject him. In shadows of my heart, he saw jealousy, vanity. It was my weakness that put these emotions there, allowed them to thrive. Everyone has weaknesses, Lion. I'm sure my brother does. Don't hate yourself for having those feelings, please. Thank you, Eirika. You are always so kind. The Demon King will claim my flesh as a vessel for his resurrection. I was actually reading something on my computer, by the way. Before that can happen, I want you to kill me. I'm sorry, Eirika. I'm already... Oh, please. Are you done turning your failings into some sad epic of personal tragedy? It's time we started then. Have a ritual to complete, and some nuisances to kill. Shut your mouth. I won't allow you to desecrate Lion's body any further. You'll not return to this world. I'll stop you myself if I must. Ah, is that so? And do you honestly think you're self-capable, wench? You once prayed for this fool's salvation. Can you bring yourself to kill him? I can and I will. I made a promise to Lion and I intend to honor it. Quickly before we begin, this is actually a chapter that has a difference. Apparently, what did it say? What was I just reading? It's that certain enemy formations in this chapter are actually flipped. So again, I think it is these two groups. Like this group here is flipped with this group. I think that's what it's saying. They mirror each other, it says. Apparently chests are the same, and thus, as a result, the reinforcements are actually different this chapter as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, with that aside, we will be taking on the final chapter. So, just one moment as I prepare. So, this final chapter is actually pretty easy. You can do things the easy way, the hard way. I will be doing things the easy way because this is a walkthrough. Your biggest concern is this guy, the Draco Zombie, and this other Draco Zombie, because they are really powerful. So, keep in mind their movement range, because contrary to what you might think, they're not fixed. So, other than that, that's it. That's like the only real obstacle to Lion. So, again, if this was a harder chapter, I would actually feel more motivated to show the hard way. Except, even doing it the easy... Okay, what am I saying? Even doing it the slightly harder way, it's still an incredibly easy chapter. In fact, I'm going to sort of show the hard way just to prove a point, because I want to see like do like a race of sorts, like see who can actually get up to the top first, just for fun. Because this is the last chapter, it should go without saying that you should give it all you have, aka do not feel afraid to use legendary weapons, because, yeah, this is like your last chance to use them outside post-game, so just go for it. Anyway, see, like, Helium is what, level 8? Level 9? I don't even remember, because I'm getting the two routes mixed up. Yeah, I'm like legit getting the routes mixed up. Okay, that was easy. So, yeah, these guys are gonna keep marching. That's basically all you have to worry about. I did not equip the legendary sword on her, because frankly, she doesn't need it. The legendary weapons do a lot of damage to monsters. That's true. However, these regular monsters go down really fast anyway, so it's not really worth your time to waste them. Like, my advice would be to save legendary weapons for bosses. Also, I unintentionally equipped the Spirit to Ephraim, so that worked out. I did not actually plan that, it just happened. So, basically, my strat is, okay. Just to prove a point, one turn and we're already like here, so next turn we're gonna be around this bridge, and then you kind of work your way up here and you're already at Lion. So again, it doesn't take that long to even do it the right way, air quotes, right way, because there is no right way to play Fire Emblem, really. I guess the Gorgons could be a slight problem, but even then, this is an easy chapter. Excalibur is holy magic and does a lot of damage. Also, by the way, another thing to keep in mind is that once you actually clear out, also the rune sword I think heals as well, so keep that in mind. Also, yet again, keeping the Draco Zombies' range in mind, just to be on the safe side. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that even doing things the hard way is still incredibly easy by Fire Emblem standards, because most Fire Emblems usually will hide the final boss. At least the previous game did. Fire Emblem, no subtitle, had like a bunch of sort of mini-bosses, like probably around a dozen mini-bosses that you have to actually fight before you actually get to the final boss. This game, they just sort of throw you at the final boss. It's really easy. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea, but someone apparently did. So, Shadow Dragon, the first game in the series, so it's a little bit excusable, also had the same problem, by the way. Which again is why I consider Shadow Dragon really kind of easy, and thus the whole, oh, to unlock the Gaiden chapters you have to actually let people die thing is really dumb, because it's actually really hard to lose units without actually forcibly messing up. At least in my opinion. Okie dokie, level 18 Valkyrie. She's actually our highest level unit, essentially. Okay, now I'm not entirely sure what to do with this group. Also, yeah, she is high enough level. Okay, just double checking. Also, you may be wondering why I'm doing all these optional fights. It's just because I'm trying to show how easy it is, even to do it the right way. I don't need a door key, I'm a rogue. Again, one of the biggest concerns is just keeping out of the range of the Gorgons, because they will attempt to turn you to stone, which is not good. And that's his special, which is actually hilarious because his special negates all damage, and he wouldn't take any damage anyway. I don't think it negates all damage, it just boosts defense by a certain amount. Okie dokie, as much as I do appreciate what this game does, Well, it also does a few things that I would have done some things a little bit differently, like maybe put more enemies in front, because these guys are frankly pretty easy to take out. I'm gonna take out this one first because it can turn us to stone. It's kind of a good piece of logic if I do say so myself. And contrary to what you might think, yeah, Siegelin is just overkill, so we're not actually going to use it. I'm gonna go Iron Sword just because of boosted evasion against the stone magic. Yeah, like Tana, for example, she doesn't even need a warp. She can just fly over there. No prob. So I'm gonna just have her do this. I'm not even gonna bother with the warp, it's just a waste of time to use it on Tana. And yeah, she should be able to survive everything they throw at her, so yeah, let's do this. If you have all of your flyers leveled up sufficiently, I'd say around level 5 is sufficient, sadly. Cormag and the 3 Pegasus Knights / Falcon Knights / whatever the other class was. I would recommend using them now because being able to just fly straight to everything is actually really good. Albeit a little bit broken. Okay, a lot broken. So yeah, again, this can be a really easy game. It's not just me being over-leveled, because I am actually over-leveled. I forgot to mention that. Off-screen I did get a little bit over-leveled because I was trying to get supports leveled up. Sadly couldn't show them because I lost footage. You'll get to see the endings. I'll go over stuff that we missed later, I suppose. Also, in the chests, there's nothing important. There's one of those angelic robes, which I think raise HP by 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's a Master Seal, but it's like, this is the end game. A Master Seal this late is kind of useless. I mean, sure, it is kind of useful for post-game stuff, but for the most part, you're not really going to be using it at all. So, I mean, if they're that far behind that they're just now promoting, you probably shouldn't use them. So this is just gonna take forever. By the way, this chapter is actually really short, but attack animations will increase the length of it probably by a good 10 minutes. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but there are a lot of attack animations. Because stuff will just be attacking you left and right, and it takes forever. But for the most part, this game is pretty straightforward. This level is straightforward, is what I meant to say. There's not much that can actually really kill you even, other than bosses and the zombie dragons. Draco zombies. Also, interestingly enough, we'll get to see it here, the Draco zombies, or whatever the heck they're called, actually have unique animations to Morva. So they don't actually look like Morva, which is a little bit weird. Yeah. And again, in Ephraim's route, the middle path is mirrored, so the enemies are swapped, so instead of going down the one path, you may want to choose the other path. So that's the only difference between the two. On a test run, that actually hit, actually. At 22%, it actually worked. And I was kind of annoyed. Yeah, 1 in 5, I guess, is there's a chance of it hitting. But for some reason, 1 in 5 tends to hit a lot more than I think it should. I hear Fate's RNG is, like, really broken. Like, it's really, like, down to certain percentages. So you can get really bad odds. Again, I haven't played it, so I'm just going by what I've read. Unfortunately, that, Gorgon, I think is what it's called, yeah, stood right in front of where I wanted to be, so luckily I had the spear equipped, and it's not gonna be a problem. Real talk, I actually was planning to warp more people over. I don't think I'll have to, because this is going really smoothly. Also, again, I think I said it already, but in case I didn't, do not worry about taking damage this chapter, because at the beginning of the next chapter, you will regain all of your health. So yeah, no need to worry. Okay. Math time. 46 and plus 46 plus 30. 46 plus 30. That's plenty. Yeah, we're not even gonna warp anyone. Come and face your death. I'm waiting, you miserable fool. Your corpse will make a perfect offering in my resurrection. Ephraim does not say anything to him special in Eirika's storyline, and I don't think it works the same way vice versa, so we'll be showing the optional conversations later. On my test run, I actually missed, and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, Ephraim doesn't actually say anything to Lion unless you're in Ephraim's route, which I feel like is kind of an oversight. Lion, I hope you're watching. I will defeat the Demon King. Do you really think your blade can hurt me? Cut me and see, if you can even hit me, that is. Again, good time to use legendary weapons is on final bosses, because might as well. Also, Lion is a unique class. He's called a Necromancer, and that's not actually seen by anyone else in the game as far as I'm aware. Also, that miss, I have no clue how. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Wow, he actually went down a lot easier than I would have thought. Even though I did a practice run, just because it didn't even hit at all. I thought it would have hit at least once. And that... Lion! Be careful, Eirika. It's alright, he's Lion. Lion? Eirika, is that you? Yes, Lion, it's me. Eirika, you saw me, didn't you? I'm so glad. Lion. Listen, Eirika, I never had the courage to tell you, but I've always loved you. Lion. What? This? Brother, Lion's body, it's... The time has come. My resurrection is at hand. They didn't give him the black text box for this, which I don't get why they didn't do that, since that's how the Demon King has been denoted this entire time. Now humans, lament your fate. Weep for the dead. Despair for the living. Wail and tremble in grief, and that's my phone going off. Grovel in awe and fear. I am returned. Yeah, that's actually kind of killing mood. Is that the Demon King? Eirika. Brother. Don't be afraid, Eirika. I'm here. Our friends are here. We have the Sacred Stone and we have each other. We will not lose. We will defeat him. You're right, brother. Eirika, it's time. We have to use the final Sacred Stone. We must use its power against the Demon King, as in the stories of old. You must listen to me, Eirika. The stories are true. The stone does hold the power to stop the Demon King. However, the source of its power is human will, desire for peace within our hearts. In our hearts? Yes, that's right. We need not pray for the sacred stones to aid us now. No, we need only focus ourselves and concentrate on a better future. I understand, Shell. I understand I keep mispronouncing it. Muscle memory. Listen, everyone. I can never repay you all for all you've done so far. Now please, one last time, lend me your strength to defeat the Demon King, to restore peace to our lands, to take the peace we all dream of and make it real. Is everyone ready? We're going to win. There must be something that I can do. There's nothing to fear, I'll protect everyone. Can't let our guard down. Don't tense up, you'll fight better if you're relaxed. My blade will cut deep. Succinct as always. I'll do what I can. Fighting's all well and good, but where's all the treasure? Starting to wonder if I really should be here. Oh, that's the Demon King, isn't it? Yes, I've read all about him. I, Larshel, strike in the name of righteousness, order, and Ralston. Let's finish this. Abominable sacred stone, I will not suffer imprisonment again. How? You possess only one! Do not fool yourselves, you cannot fully imprison me. I will grind that wretched rock and your cursed bones to powder. There! We did it! The Demon King's soul has been bound once more! But Eirika, it's not over yet. The Demon King's soul rages against this prison. We must return it to its proper place, and quickly. But first we must defeat the Demon King's soulless body. That thing? Uh-huh, the real battle's just beginning. Our ancestors paid dearly for their victory, a mountain of corpses. It's written the Demon King was surrounded by the dead before he finally fell. We're all prepared to do what must be done. I have no desire to make any more heartbreaking sacrifices. I promised we would all return safely, and return safely we shall. So, because actually, as far as I'm aware, the endings of both chapters are actually the same, regardless of if you're playing Eirika or Ephraim, we are actually going to cut to the beginning chapter cutscene for Ephraim, and also the post-line battle cutscene with Ephraim. So, just one moment. Don't make that face. We'll see each other again. All three of us. You, me, and Eirika. Yeah, I know. But when we get older, when we each take the reins of our nations, we probably won't meet again. Not like this, I mean. Not as friends. What's that got to do with anything? Kings are humans too. Emperors need not be friendless, you know. I thought I said friendliness. I suppose you're right. You have a knack for cutting to the heart of things. But becoming a king or an emperor is not something you can take lightly. I really don't think we'll be the same people we are right now. What if I and Grotto went to war? What if we were forced to fight? Don't be ridiculous, that would never happen. If it did, we'd still be friends, wouldn't we? Even if that happens, yes, we're friends forever. Nothing can change that. You'll see. Alright, Ephraim. Then I will see you again. Lion. You came after all, Ephraim. I'm glad. Is this all my fault? Am I responsible for how much you've changed? Haven't seen you for 2 years now. Have you hated me the entire time? No, Ephraim, I was never dishonest. I liked you both. I still do. But I was envious of you two. You too. That's why I desired this. You may not believe me when I tell you this, but even now, after all of this, I still consider you a friend. Lion, you know that I do too. I spoke the truth to you. I truly thought we would always be friends. That's why I have to stop you. Of course, I know. You are Ephraim after all. You could do no less, my friend. Well, come then, Ephraim. Try and stop me. I will defeat you, and then I will save the people of Grotto. No one will stand in my way. So in Ephraim's route, Lion has different pre- and post-battle comments, so that's what we're going to take a look at now. To Ephraim, tell me Ephraim, do I look like I've grown stronger? Last time we dueled, I was too weak to test you. Why, I was so weak I could even lost to Eirika. I've sacrificed the lives of many good people. I've committed many unforgivable sins. The caring heart I once possessed died long ago, and I've grown stronger because of it. I've grown strong enough to defeat even you, Ephraim. No, you haven't. You're still no match for me. You're never one for combat. It's not in you. You should never have chosen this path. Here I come, Lion. So, yeah, it is interesting to me that you only get the specific Lord comments if you're playing their respective route. I find that kind of an odd decision, personally. And again, it kind of makes it feel like you're missing out. Like, the thing, especially in the last chapter, about how he's doing this to save Grotto, that's kind of a big deal, and yet they completely ignore it otherwise. I almost said elsewise. To any other unit, he says, I am the Demon King. I know nothing of human frailty. I am supreme. So, we're just gonna play out this rest of the battle for now. I actually did extensive testing, and I cannot manipulate the RNG in a way that will allow me to get a critical. Because again, everything in Fire Emblem is basically fixed, so if you do a certain route a certain way, you can actually get the same outcome every time. I just can't find an outcome that gives me a favorable outcome. Favorable result, actually. Anyway, again, that's the generic line, so just gonna finish them off, and of course now I get a crit. Like so. Where did I go wrong? And a level up. Yeah, I could have used that level up before, I suppose. I guess that proves it. You're too strong, Ephraim. I've always admired. Lion? You know, Ephraim, I always wanted to be you. I wanted to be strong and handsome with Eirika always at my side. That's what I wanted to be. I had nothing. Don't be ridiculous. Who was it that taught me history? Who covered for me when I stumbled? Didn't you see how I looked up to you? I admired your compassion, your wisdom, your thoughtfulness. Oh yeah, that seems so long ago. I did keep you out of trouble, didn't I? Thanks for remembering. See, you're thoughtful too. Wait, don't close your eyes. I'm going to save you. I'll find a way. No, don't. Thanks anyway. It was all my fault. Don't look so sad. Come on, Ephraim. Smile like you used to. Lion. And from this point on, it carries on as in Eirika's route, so we will go back to actually fighting the Demon King, so just a moment. So now that we know what happens from the other perspective, also I should point out I actually haven't recorded that yet, just as a technicality. Let's go over stats. Demon Light, that really hurts. Ravager, really hurts. Nightmare, lulls all enemies within range into a deep slumber. This is actually a very problematic attack, because if he actually puts all your units to sleep, you can then basically waste your party if they're all really close. So more likely than not, what you'll want to do is actually sweep him in one turn. Which sounds kind of crazy, I know. But yeah, in my opinion, the best strategy to taking out the Demon King is to take him out ASAP. Not give him any time to use any of his crazy moves. So he warps in a bunch of guys, and I don't know if they're actually random or not. Actually, they're random. Because when I played this chapter in a test run, right in the center of the path, he actually summoned a Draco zombie. So that ended up being very problematic, of course. Lara Shell is useless because 32 damage. Tana is, let's see, not useless because only 29 damage. Loot is probably gonna get one shot by this. Okay, two shot by that. Franz probably can't do anything because he has no special equipment. Myrrh is out of range. So the best thing I can do right— oh shoot, that place is like seriously dangerous. Yeah, I don't know if he moves. I don't think he does. So I think it's more like a direct 3 squares around him. But again, just to be on the safe side, I am going to hold back a little bit. Gradually go up to him. Actually, that was a very bad call. I did not think that that would be such a bad call. So, yeah, all these guys are pretty tough, so be careful about that. Again, the Demon King doesn't move, so again, just try to picture a 3 spaces away type range on him, and you should be fine. All things considered, this chapter goes pretty fast for our final chapter. Ephraim does 31. Yeah, the hardest part is one-shotting. Yeah. That's not good. Okay, it's a little bit late to be suggesting stuff, but in hindsight, I should have given Lara Shell, sorry, and Myrrh Angelic Ropes. Boost their HP just enough so they can actually attack the Demon King. In hindsight, that would have helped quite a bit. Can Naomi actually do anything? Again, just 1 HP too much, so yeah. In hindsight, I should have actually have gotten some more equipment. Definitely. But, oh, snap. Yeah, this is a little bit dicey, actually. 1, 2, 3. So this is, like, as far as we can go. Like, around here. Well, actually, no, I can do that. If I do this, I'll have to drop something. I can probably drop the men's staff because it's kind of useless right now. And then supply, take out the angelic robe, use the item, and that should boost it up to 38. Okay, so if I do this, then she should be able to survive. So this is a weird sort of, yeah, this is not a conventional strat by any means. I'd probably be better off doing something totally different than this. But let's give this a shot, shall we? Okay. I think they all have different flavor text, like Larshell. Actually, she doesn't. That's a little bit surprising, because, you know, she's got this whole mission to kill the Demon King, and yet she doesn't even make any special acknowledgement of that. So, his HP is question mark, because his HP actually exceeds, I think, 100. So you can't actually see his HP gauge. Yeah, so luckily though, once we start chipping away at him, we'll start to actually be able to see how much HP he really has. Probably after this turn, we should be able to do enough damage to see his HP gauge. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a long time since I played this game, arguably. There we go. So 80 is the max. So now that we've gotten below 80, we can actually see his HP. That'll be getting down to 40 approximately, and this will kill him. So we're good. And really, this is a cool looking boss, but again, comparatively speaking, he's actually a lot weaker than the one in the previous game. I think Path of Radiance didn't even have a supernatural final boss. I think it was just a normal guy. Or was it a woman? I don't even remember. Path of Radiance was such a long time ago when I first played that. I really need to replay it. I really do. This is not a good time for supports, and we can't even level that one up anyway to max. So let's do this. Lion, lend me strength. So again, only the main lord actually has a quote. There we go, hit number 1, and she cannot die. I kind of hope it's a crit, just sort of adding insult to injury though. That would be really cool. No crit. Oh well. That's it. It's over, isn't it? Which always makes me think of the song. I almost feel half tempted to sing it, but I don't want to embarrass myself. Yes, evil has been imprisoned, locked away. The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. Now we've done far more than the legends ever told. We destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. That's right, and we have you all to thank for it. And another thing, in that ancient battle, it took the might of the 5 heroes to do what we did. We did not have the extraordinary power to draw on. No, we didn't. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land thanks to you. It was because you never gave in. You never stopped fighting. None of you, not once. Thank you. This means we've accomplished our mission. I must relay the good news to King Hayden at once. Yes, I'm sure Father will be most pleased. Brother, this means peace will be restored, doesn't it? Shall I fly back to Frelia and let him know? No need to rush. I'm sure he knows, after all, we were together, and that ensured our victory. Of course, Princess. Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting's over, and that's something to be happy about. Exactly. That took some doing, but we finally finished the job. We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it. Let's go home, Chief. Let's see now. Shall we head back to Shahana? I guess we could stop at the guild and get our next contract, eh? But the Queen's gone. I wonder what Johanna will do now. Sure, it'll all work out. After all's said and done, it's our home. Come on. It's time for Garrick's band to ride. Let's go. Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time. It's over, isn't it? Again. Steven Universe. The demon that drove Grother to madness is dead and gone. I can't believe that I was part of this whole thing. The war is over, but so much... wrong voice. War is over, but so much remains to be done. The country lost this war. The road ahead will be long and hard. That's true, and yet it's a road we must travel. That's the burden survivors must shoulder. Yes, and we must fulfill the dreams of Emperor Vigard and Prince Lion. Dalsa, Rennick, we've done it. And a job well done it was, Princess Larshell. It's finally over. It's about time for me to... Hold it, I gave you no orders to leave. I am the Princess of Ralston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dalsa, Rennick, it's time to go. Wait up. Let's move, Rennick. Darkness, it's gone. Yes, that's the end. Guess so. Let's return home, Lady Myrrh. Our friends and family will be worrying about us. What? Hey, teacher! Where are you going? Wait up, I'm coming with you. Did well, Ross. You're a true warrior, my pride and joy. You're still the best, Father. That's right, my father's the best warrior in all Magvel. I'm glad everyone's so happy, but you better not forget that they only won with our help. Right, Naomi? We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Colm? Hey, don't start crying, please. Oh, glorious light, where you witnessed our victory? The foul demon has been purged from the earth. The ancient demon king was as powerful as the scrolls described, and yet in the end we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no one better than us. Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess Eirika. General, Princess Eirika, we can finally return to Renai, can't we? Yes, we can go home, all of us unharmed. I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about a while. Alas, we're not going to have the opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim? No, the reconstruction of Renai is going to keep us busy. Keep your strength up. I'm going to need you in the days ahead. We'll be beside you through it all. Alright, let's go home. Needless to say, this is actually one of the only lines that really varies in this ending. Ephraim will instead say the war is over, victory is ours, now we ride for home. Let's go back to the people who are waiting for us. And with that, we have finished the game. However, there is still an epilogue, so next time we will be taking on the epilogue. Though there's no combat, so taking on is kind of a misnomer. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Fire Emblem. No, actually, for the finale of Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones.